Hey guys, this is Mott
and Eek,
and we are here to garnish your growth. So today we are going to be talking about squad goals.
Squad goals.
So inside of every topic that we bring you guys, we want to make sure that we're able to offer you transparency, honesty, just through personal and professional experience and some of the things that really have just been important inside of my life.
Yeah, and mine. We're gonna keep it real.
So if this is your first time really being introduced to myself or Niko, my name is Candice Motley, and I own a salon here in Raleigh, North Carolina that only focuses on extensions and extension services. It's called Garnish Extension Studio, and she is my lead stylist and has been here inside of the studio for 4 years.
Yeah, it's official. It's like high school.
It's official. And
Graduated.
do you say you're going to be graduated?
It's like, I graduated. It's like high school, 4 years.
So anyway, I really wanted to bring to you my version of a squad goal. So a little bit of history on Garnish. We started as a full service salon specializing in extensions. And then recently, at the very beginning of 2019, completely changed my salon's dynamic. Everything inside of the services that we were offering. And now we truly specialize inside of changing women's lives through the art of hair.
I was going to say, you had it, the art.
Yeah, in the art of, listening to you. So changing women's lives through the art of hair. I've been doing hair for about 18 years, and I've always had a strong fascination inside of transformation. So you can change somebody a little bit, or you can really and change somebody's life.
A lot of it.
So inside of working with extensions only, I found that not only does the person's life get transformed and changed through their hair, but they're in the studio for several hours. So myself, Niko, it really makes a huge difference what kind of squad that you have backing you up.
Agreed.
I feel like we have done so many twists and turns inside of what we offer here.
Yeah, I agree.
And Niko has been around from the very beginning. So that kind of leads me into our segment today, which is really just focusing on the squad. So inside of a business, as the owner of a business, you're really protective about your baby. I'm an artist. I'm real sensitive about my shit. And I really want to make sure that I have the best people inside of my space to help me inside of my craft and my art. So when I started doing the hiring process as an owner of a business, it's kind of a touchy subject because you want the person to be well equipped technically, but you also want them to have things like morals, integrity, honesty, values. You want those things to be very deep rooted. And I really strongly feel like you can teach the skill, but you cannot teach the morals.
No, you can't.
And that really makes a huge difference inside of my hiring process. Woo boy, let me tell you, in order to actually work inside of this space, our application alone.
It's like 10 pages.
It's like 10 pages.
Legit 10 pages.
Legit. It's really like an application because I really want to see what some of your goals are. And do we speak the same language? Are we like-minded? Do you have the end goal in mind to really just pour in, or are you here to gain? You want to speak on that a little bit?
Yeah, I will speak on that. I think that with our squad goals and some of the things that we look for in anyone who joins our team, and this is probably something that you'll have to create for yourself and for your team, is that we really like for everyone to have a vision. We want to know what it is that you truly want out of life, and not just professionally, but personally too, because it truly is all combined. So with our application and the things that we look for in anyone who's coming along, I would say we want to know what's your 10-year plan? That's a really weird thing to think about when you are applying for a job, is your 10-year goal. I never thought of that before I started working here. I never thought about what my life would look like in 10 years. And I think when you do start to think about that and you do put it down on paper, in a sense you're creating a vision for yourself, which is another thing we really look for with anyone who's with us, because that is what we are all about. So
definitely creating a vision. Yes, for creating a vision.
Thank you.
Working here really pulls on your heartstrings. It also pulls you into very uncomfortable territory sometimes. I will be honest and say that. I really have a big picture in mind, and I want to make sure that my vision it doesn't have to necessarily be the same vision, but they have to intertwine and weave and dance according to like the plan. So making sure that that's part of the culture, which is my very first topic, culture. Creating culture in your space takes, well, I guess it's my second topic, the right types of morals are definitely, and vision.
And I think like what you said, it doesn't have to be completely aligned in a sense that like you have to be doing exactly what we want to be doing, but more so like, are we a good fit for you? Like, are the things that you want in your end goal, like, can we help you get there? And if not, then it might not be a good fit. But definitely finding like the right, what's the word I'm looking for?
I guess like mix or balance.
The right balance.
The right balance inside of a person's personality, and then going straight into culture. So from the minute you hit that door,
oof, smells so good.
It smells good. The sites are, I mean, it's all organic wood. I was really touchy and very peculiar about the way that I put the studio together. I didn't want it to feel like so luxurious that it was almost overwhelming and like intimidating. And I also didn't want it to be so damn laid back that you're like, God, do they have their shit together? So trying to find that really organic, like sweet spot when it comes to feeling good. It smells good in here. It looks good in here. The music is pumping. There's laughter. We really try to touch all 5 of your senses, which is one of the things that we call the Garnish experience, which really helps us deliver that kind of cultural feel inside of the space. There's having a set of extensions put in. They're beautiful. Girl, work. They look great. And then there's, how did you feel while they were being put in? Were things explained to you? How did the energy feel? I am an energy sensitive hoe.
Agreed.
I cannot. If something feels bad, if it feels contrived, if it feels like kind of sticky and weird, even if the service looks beautiful at the end, I'm probably not going to go back to that place of business because I just didn't feel good. So inside of the space, we wanted to make sure that we also had other people that were maybe not as energy sensitive. I'll definitely take the dice on that one and roll in my way. But we wanted to make sure that everybody kind of had the same flow inside of the space so that our guests, no matter if they're going to myself, Niko, Reese, Carrie, Amani, whomever they're seeing inside of my space, that feeling should feel exactly the same. You should feel welcomed. You should feel positivity. You should feel almost like you're just ready to relax, even though you are getting a luxury service.
Yeah, I think no matter whose chair you sit in, our main goal is like, you're at home, you can chill, like you know that the end result, like you're gonna be beautiful, your hair is gonna be amazing, and it's gonna be completely in line with what you were looking for. Along with our music is gonna be popping, the coffee tastes great, you know, like we laugh, we joke, we are very transparent people. Everyone in our space, I feel like, is kind of like that. So we include everyone in our conversations. Like, all of our jokes, like, we'll explain them to you because they're funny.
So I'd say as a salon owner or just like a business owner in general, some things to look for when you are doing your hiring to create like your squad. You want to make sure, number 1, that they have the right morals inside of their mental capacity, that their bandwidth is not stretched so thin. If you see that the person that's applying for the job is a train wreck, even getting here, guess what?
They're gonna be a train
They're
wreck.
probably going to be a train wreck behind the chair as well. No offense to any train wrecks watching, but we see you.
We love you.
We love you.
We'll help you grow.
But at the same time, I mean, I'm coming from a place of, I was a train wreck.
Same.
I had a lot of shit going on. I wasn't organized. I had the best intentions, but not really the best follow through. That is something that really needed to be corrected before I even went into running a business. So before you try to help your team, before you try to like put their oxygen mask on, make sure you put that shit on yourself first. Make sure that you can really practice what you preach, that you walk the walk that you want your team to walk.
And
that part.
That is such a big deal. You cannot ask anyone to do anything that you are not doing yourself and are a great example of, because that is not integrity.
Wow. Ooh, wow.
Church. No, but I mean, seriously, I think another amazing thing about being in our space is that Candice is really true to what she's telling you. So whatever she's asked me to do, I know that she has done, and she has feedback for me like, look, it's going to be like this, this, and this because I've done this. So just know that's going to happen. I'll be here when you feel that. And when you're on the other end of the hill, It'd be great.
Also creating a very welcoming and safe space. A safe space means that you as the owner, you as the leader, need to be able to show up inside of empathy, inside of grace, inside of just being just a solid ass human being. Like you can't have a high note, a low note. Nobody really knows what to do with you because you're all over the board. I've worked with people like that before when I wasn't the owner of a salon and I was just working in the salon. Great person, but at the same time, it was really all over the place. I didn't really know what to expect, which meant that inside of telling that person something that might have been a little crushing for me to say, or I had to be really like vulnerable to speak it, I didn't really feel like I had that safe space to really talk to that person, which made me feel like I didn't really have the opportunity to share anything.
Yeah.
When you don't have communication, you ain't got shit.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And it works both ways. Like, if you don't feel comfortable to talk to your boss about things that are upsetting you or may not be working for you or are hard for you, like anything and everything, communication is key. Like, and really being transparent with it and having that safe space that you know, no matter what you say to your leader, that they'll be able to like handle it, accept it. Like, there's not going to be like any kind of crazy reaction. It'll be a conversation.
Definitely. So if we can leave you with something inside of these squad goals here, I'll leave you from my point of view as the owner of the space, and then Niko, maybe you can leave a little something too for like just working in this kind of environment. So I would say all you guys that are leaders, whether you are the owner or not, because I consider Niko a leader inside of the space. She's our floor manager. She has a lot of responsibility. So inside of all of our leaders that are watching, make sure that you have good communication skills. Make sure that you do create that safe space for all the people that are going to want to come up and talk to you. Sometimes working in a very intimate environment produces a lot of almost negativity in just being so close with one another. It doesn't necessarily have to. So keep communication levels really high, create a safe space. Make sure that you're pouring into yourself as much as you pour into your team, because you can't really help anybody with their gas if you're empty. Be the example that you want to see inside of your space. So I really do feel like it starts from the top and trickles its way down into the rest of the team, into your guests, into the guest experiences.
I think that being honest, first and foremost, about your feelings, about what you're going through is super important, but also just as important is to be able to take criticism, like constructive criticism, to be able to handle someone correcting you, because if you're in someone's space working, you have room to grow, you have room to build, you are here to learn. So being open to that and really taking it and like nailing it on the head. If you are working for someone that you trust, you have to trust that they are looking out for your best interest so that you can get to that next level and work on something else to continue to grow. I would definitely say give it your all. Like, really invest yourself in the culture, in the lifestyle. Come in early, stay late. Like, obviously have boundaries, but I think that's the greatest way to like appreciate your team, is trying to be the very best team member that you can be.
Pour value back into the business that's pouring value into you.
Exactly.
You can't just take.
No.
You have to pour back in, and it starts with any single person inside of the business. Our assistants, our partners, our lead stylist, myself as the owner, nobody is really above pulling their like sleeves up and just like diving in and doing the work. Like
we
she
all
said,
take out the trash, man.
Everybody has things that they can do to make the work environment pleasant, amazing, and that's really where it starts. The squad goals are where an opportunity for you to have an amazing experience for your guests actually starts. So if you're trying to start from the opposite end, pause. Think about what you're delivering as the person that is the leader, and then just kind of trickle it all the way down.
All right, so hopefully you guys gain something from this. If you are a leader, like, lead with your best foot forward, man. Be a great example. And if you are in someone's space to grow, like, grow, man. Take every little bit that you can and take every opportunity that you can do to be better.
Yeah, so this is Mott
and Neek
signing off.